On my way to Labuan, I was reminded of this story of a factory manager and a consultant. And this factory manager obviously operates a factory, and one day one of the machines broke down. So he called the consultant, can you come and have a look? The consultant came, had a look at the machine, and all he did was, he took out a hammer and just knocked on the machine. Miraculously, the machine is running again. The factory manager is very impressed and saying, wow, you came all the way here, knocked, and the machine is running. How much should I pay you? So the consultant said, 5,000 US dollar. This time, the factory manager is not very impressed. He said, you come all the way here and charge me 5,000 US dollar, and what you do is just knock on me. Bill me. How you charge me? So the consultant went back and gave him an invoice. 40 US dollar for knocking, 4,960 for knowing where to knock. Today you all came here, you pay 40 ringgit. Later the organizers say that they're going to charge you 4,960. Is that okay? Just joking. Alright, thank you for coming. I have 18 minutes to share a little bit of a concept with you guys. And if I go overboard of time, donuts and water is free for you guys. Is that okay? Right, who is this about boy? A little bit about myself. I'm actually from Salakan. Any of you guys have been to Salakan before? Yeah. Any of you guys have never been to Salakan? And the rest of you guys, I know whatever I say, so you all won't raise your hands, right? I'm born into a family of educationists. Both my parents are actually teachers. I've got two siblings, three. My eldest is a sister, my brother, and I'm the youngest. Both my siblings are academically very educated. They are head prefect, primary school, secondary school, and they are also presidents of associations. As for myself, the best achievement I've done is at the age of 11 years old, I'm the head of librarian. Wow. At the age of 18 years old, both my siblings managed to get a Sabah State Scholarship to study abroad. As you know, both my parents are teachers, they don't really have a lot of money, so I'm very happy that both my siblings managed to get a Sabah State Scholarship. Me, not too bad. I also got the scholarship, but it's called Fatma. You guys know, right? Father, mother. Long story short, at the age of 21 years old, I graduated. And on my graduation day, my mom gave me a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I'm sure you guys heard of this book before. And at the age of 21 years old, I first started investing in properties, and for the last 16 years, I've been buying up properties. Now today, I'm not going to share with you about property investment, because that's a very boring topic. But I'm going to share with you a concept. And I coined this concept, 3 years is one cycle. You guys following me? 3 years to one cycle. Now imagine, and I think this sharing might relate to you because you guys are university students and you're going to embark a journey into going to corporate world or working, alright? Now if you imagine you're 25 years old and you started working, and if I compress 3 years into one cycle, and say retirement age is 55 years old, so how many years is that? 30, right? And if 3 years is one cycle, you actually have 10 cycles to go through life. Basically, to simplify things is, actually, you only need to make 10 decisions in life, and you're already halfway there already. You're 55 years old already. Now, my sharing is going to be segmented to 3 parts. Think big, start small, and grow deep. And I'm going to share this by using my own experience. Is that okay with you all? Yes. Oh, very good. Now, as you embark, and I share on the perspective of a student, when you go into the workforce, I would say the most important thing, or one of the most important things that you can do, it is the books that you read and the people you associate with will define your journey. It's very important that you read books and mix around with the right people. It's okay to think big. I would like to promote and advise and encourage you all to think big. You know why? Because Sabahans, we are very proud of being humble. We are so humble, and we tell people we are very humble. We're very proud. I want to encourage Sabahans, it's okay to think big because there is a difference between confidence and arrogance. You guys following me? Right? So you have to be confident because you're embarking on a new journey. When I graduated, I started my first job. And my first job is as a salesman selling 3 packets of Maggi, Nescafe, Milo to all the small sundry shops. That's how I started my journey. And even though I started as a salesman selling all these products, I have always think big. Thinking big is not just an action, it's a belief system in you. That you as a Sabahan, we can do it. You as a Semenanjung or Melaka or Johor or Penang, as a Malaysian, you can do it. And thinking big doesn't mean only doing big things. You can be the best janitor. You can be the best admin person. You can be the best engineer. You can be the best accountant. So thinking big. And it's not a bad thing to work for corporate first. Now there's one myth that I would like to share with you guys is, I think in the media today, they always make entrepreneurs very sexy. If you're an entrepreneur, you're very successful. If you're an employee, you're still in the rat race, you're not very successful. Sorry to say, I would like to promote this concept of it's okay to work for corporate. It's okay to work first. Why do I substantiate this statement? It's because, imagine when you were young, say you're Form 3 and Form 4, Form 5, and you're very weak in maths. What do you do? Or what will your parents do? They will send you to tuition. What do you do at tuition? You learn, right? You don't learn. Okay. Not only you have to learn, but you have to pay money, right? You have to pay the tuition teacher 120 ringgit per course, maybe. Think about it. Working for someone or working in corporate line, the company is actually paying you 1,800 or 2,000 to make all the mistakes in the world. Think about it. Instead of arguing why I'm 1,800, he's 1,200, instead of arguing about, just think about it. The company is so stupid to pay you 1,800 when you're just fresh to learn and make mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's okay to work for corporate first. Let me share a little bit of my story. I started off as salesman, I told you guys, and I worked my way up. And at the age of 25 years old, I did very well in my corporate, and I was supposed to be promoted to be a manager. Now, I met someone, and that someone gave a proposal to do a business. So thinking at 25 years old, I'm ready like Mark Zuckerberg, I am ready to do business. Both my parents are teachers, I share with you, right? And as a teacher, they spent the last 30, 35 years serving the government, and thank God there's EPF, and they managed to have probably about 100, 150,000 of EPF money. I actually borrow money from my parents to do business, right? So I'm supposed to be promoted. I say, no, I don't want to be promoted. I'm very good, I want to do business. Left the job, took the money. I thought I'm going into a business, and within 1 week, I found out that it is a scam. So at 25 years old, I was cheated of 100,000. I lost my job, and 2 weeks later, my girlfriend also ran away. So in Chinese or TVB movie, 冇錢冇工，我老婆都走佬啊！佢 say that. For the benefit of my friends, no money, no job, the wife also ran away. At 25 years old, that happened to me. Now, of course, we laugh, but you have just lost 100 over thousand of your parents' money that they spent 30 over years. What do you do? What do you do? It's okay to start small. I think big, now it's okay to start small. I have no time to be depressed. I took a ticket, I bought a ticket, I flew all the way to Kuala Lumpur. And what did I do? I wanted to join a company called Nestle. Right? You guys know Nestle? Big companies like Nestle, they only advertise in the newspaper for fun only one. They won't recruit you. You need connections. Right? Now, I can sit back and wait for a job, or what I did was, took a flight, go to KL, and made an appointment with the National Sales Director. Miraculously, I was granted a meeting with him. He saw me and said, okay, hi, you're Enoch from Sabah. Okay, what can I do for you? I said, sir, I give you 3 reasons why you should hire me. Real story, 30 minutes, I managed to get an employment with Nestle. My friends, this sharing is to let you know we have to be proactive. We cannot wait for things to happen. We need to make things happen. Alright? So when you start something, you must finish it. And I always advise, whether you're a student or whether you're going for entrepreneur, I love this thing called burn the bridge. You must learn how to burn the bridge. That means there's no backup. You only can move forward. Alright? Whenever you have a backup, you will not do as well. And this is my own life experience. I hope I don't offend anybody. You must learn how to burn the bridge. Saying no to other opportunities is a key ingredient to success. Along your journey, when you work, there will be a lot of offers coming around. You must be very clear to say no, because if not, everything also you do, you become a hambalang specialist. Alright? Everything also you can. Fried goreng pisang also can, kway teow also can, hor fun also can, watan po also can. No, be a specialist in goreng pisang lah, because Sabahs we like to eat goreng pisang. Alright? So say no, learn how to say no to opportunities. Coming from a small town does not mean we can't make it big. I think some of us, or maybe most of us, come from small towns. And what I like about people like me, you know, I'm from Salakal, I come from a very small town. You know what I like about small town people? They're very simple. We just do one thing only. Very straight one. One thing. One thing at a time. But never let big cities intimidate us. Because small people, small is the new big thing. Alright? The grass is always greener elsewhere, but make your grass green wherever you are. Today I come to Labuan, it's been 10 years. You can have 2 reactions only when you reach Labuan. Either you love it, or you really don't love it. But you see, the grass is always greener in Keningau. The grass is always greener in KK. No, you make the grass green wherever you are. Now you go to growing deep. Okay? In my work, I'm a real estate agent, and my company, I've got branches in KK, One Kara, and also in KLCC. I've got about 180 of them working in my company. And what I do is, as a Sabahan, I'm probably the only one in Malaysia that specializes in bringing West Malaysian projects to be launched in East Malaysia. Right? So I managed to create a niche to bring West Malaysian projects launched in Sabah, Sarawak. Now, doing business with integrity, under-promise and over-deliver. It's very important whatever you do, even as a student or your personal life, your professional life, under-promise and over-deliver. And let me share with you one story of what I did. I met a developer. I just joined the real estate industry, and I was only 8 months old. So one day, I went to meet a developer CEO, and I say, sir, I would like to bring the project and launch the project in Sabah. The developer looked at me and said, okay, how many units do you want? I've got 300 units. Can you sell all of them? 300 units, how to sell? I'm only 8 months old. I say, sir, thank you for giving me 300 units to sell, but I only need 20. The CEO looked at me and said, you come all the way to meet me just to get 20 units to sell? When I already said, I want to give you 300, are you out of your mind? I said, no, I only need 20. he looked at me and said, I like you. You're the most honest agent I've ever met, because every agent that comes to my room says that they can tap out everything, they can do everything, they can sell everything. You're the only one that says, I need 20. Long story short, 20 I brought to Sabah and I sold 100 condominiums in 5 months. 100 condominiums. Create value and meaning to your work. Sabah first before anywhere else in the world. Now, whatever business we do, a lot of people will say profits and profits and profits. But create value. And what value can we create? All developers that I approach in Peninsular Malaysia, I always fight for one thing. I always say, I want your project to be launched in Sabah first before anywhere else in Malaysia. Why? Because I'm Sabah. No other reason. Because so many years, all projects launched in West Malaysia, if the balance units then you bring to Sabah to launch to us, we always take the Sakti Bhakti. No, I want brand name. So guys, there is some meaning. We have to create some depth, some meaning in our work. Do you guys agree or not? Yeah. Right? So be the best student. Create depth in your work. And direction is more important than speed. Today, everyone, you read papers, you read articles, it's all about speed of execution, speed. Maybe okay, can I do this? Oh, okay. Speed. But I feel direction is more important. Do you guys agree with me? If your direction is going downhill, what's the point of being so fast? What's the point? Your direction needs to be very clear. So my challenge to you guys today, I've got 51 more seconds. I don't want to spend your free donut. Do something that will make your family, partners, and Sabah proud. Do something that will make your family, your partners, and Sabah proud, or whatever state you're from. And number 2, you can listen to 11 speakers today, but I strongly encourage you all to write your own story. Because it's your story. None of us can write it. But talk so much also no use. Take the first step. Entrepreneurship is a faith journey and it's a marathon. A lot of people start well, but not many people can end well. A lot of people at 30 years old, they can drive a Mercedes-Benz. I say it's useless because what is more important is, at 70 years old, you can still drive a Mercedes-Benz. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.